This is the realm of your glory. This is the realm of your grace. I can feel your mighty power.
Compare him to the teaching of Balaam, okay? You see, Balaam introduced sin among the people of God in order to be destroyed by God himself. He said the teaching of Nicola were like the teaching of Balaam, which pushed the Christian to live anyhow, to misconduct themselves. You know, in the name of God is good, God is gracious, God is good. Hallelujah. The church has to stand against all the teaching which destroy the way we live. Today when you preach about sanctification, people say that you are preaching a message of condemnation. No! Without sanctification, nobody will see God. If somebody attacks the message of sanctification, the devil is talking. He said you check them and you hate that. You hate it. He said, I hate it. He said, that's good. That's good. But I have this against you. You have departed from your first love. Another version says, but I have something to say against you. You loved me very much when you first believed in me, but you do not love me as much now. You know, sometimes when you spend time discerning others, you forget to discern yourself. You become a legalist. You know those people that think that they are top, they are good, the other people they are bad. You judge people so much that destroys the heart. Huh? You know, I check even in the world actually. The preacher who preach against, you know, many bad things. If they don't balance it, even their heart become bad. But you see those who preach even fast stuff, but they are in the grace. They have good hearts. They love people. No, they are joyful. But the other one is their face is always like this. Hallelujah. So you need to the balance. Don't judge others. Start by judging yourself first. Hallelujah. Start first there. And then you're going to be able to judge outside. Remove first the poutre from your eyes, so that you can remove the speck in the eyes of others. Hallelujah. You know when the Bible says poutre, you know the verse, huh? Remove first. You know when you are building a house, we use big woods. That's what they call poutre. So normally you cannot put it in your eyes because it's so huge that you can't even see. God says you have a big wood here. But how you can say that you can see a small thing in the eyes of somebody else? No, you are blind actually. How you are blind, you don't judge yourself. Judge yourself first. So he said, the problem is you forsake your first love. I was checking what the Bible called love. You know there are many kinds of love. Normally it's 8 in Greek, the old Greek, okay? We have about 8 kinds of love. You know, today if a boy comes to a girl and say, I love you, the problem is in English. She doesn't know what the guy is saying. If you say it in French, je t'aime, you don't say anything. You know, you have to ask the person, shift in Greek so that I can understand you. Why? You know, I'm a Christian, I like Greek. Why? Sometimes, most of the time, young boy, when he says to a girl, I love you, he doesn't say I love you. He says, I eros you. You know, I eros you. Is that the first kind of love? Eros is the love which is attached to the sexual. You want the person sexually. Sexual attraction is based on the physical body. The words they use, I love you, but in fact it's not I love you, it's I eros you. Are you with me? But it's called love. If you're married, you want to be married because your body, there is fire inside. Fire say, I want to be married. That's good. But I'm telling you, the point your marriage won't last if it's only based on eros. Because eros, when you satisfy it, the person you don't like, you don't enjoy the person anymore. Are you with me? It's like, you know the feeling that the brother of Absalom had toward Tamar. You wanted her. I said, I'm going to die. I don't want to die. Oh, his wife and Etienne. That's why, you know, a boy comes to you, I love you, I love you. You never have any experience with a man. You think he's saying the truth because you're listening to English instead of listening to Greek. And then when you do it, you feel it's not nice anymore because what he wanted, he got it already. So you give another love, but him give you another love. Are you with me? Are you with me? So let's go in Greek again. Another kind of love is what we call the phileo or philia. You know, it's Greek, so you can pronounce it as you want. It's a love which is linked to the affection. It's the love that we have among friends. You know, friends that love each other. You have the back of it. You know, when you don't have friends, it's really painful, isn't it? To be alone is difficult in this world. Me, I have friends. I don't have a lot, but I have friends. They stand for you. It's like when you are in the army, your comrade or those that you are fighting, it's filial. It's friendship. Okay? Friendship. They love you not because of your appearance. It's not about physics. You know, the level between the eros and the philo, the gap is so huge. The level number 0 of love is eros, because it's close to the love of the dog, to another dog. The erotic love speaks about the instinct, the sexual instinct. Okay? What Freud speaks about is the aspect, animals, you want to procreate, because that brings us to procreate, you know? When it's a time for animal to procreate, it's like you have a dog. The dog will run from your house just to go to procreate. Because they scream in the night, they make noise. When that period is finished, the dog becomes normal. The problem with us, some of us will live like that. Every day of your life you want to procreate. That's why when you are born again, you can control it. Hallelujah. You can make your body your slave to follow what God asks you to do. Hallelujah. But it's when you are following just that instinct, you are like an animal. You know, Pastor, I cannot live without it. It's like dogs, they cannot live without it. But human beings can live without it. You can choose to do it. Because you are human, you're not animal. So when you you say love, for you, love is sex. You are like a dog. It's the lowest level, but it's called love because it's in English. But in Greek, it's something else. Are you with me? So a level higher is friendship. That's why I say, when you marry somebody, be sure that you are friends. Because if it's just eros, you know, your relationship will be up, down, up, down, up, down. Why? Because after you have doing it, what's left? You want to go out with your friends. I say you want to go out with your friends. Because she's not your friend. Make your wife your friend. If not, you know, as men we like our friends more than our wife. We love we enjoy our friends. When you want to watch soccer, you don't want to watch it with your wife, with your friend. Isn't it? It's going to be boring. You scream, she cannot scream. She doesn't understand. You want to play many footballs, she cannot play. That's why as a woman or as a wife, learn what your husband loves so that you can be friends. A marriage cannot only be based on eros. You have to build it also with phileo. In the time where somebody is sick, phileo has to perform because your friend will be your friend even though he's sick. In the time where there is no money, your friend will be your friend. Why? Because it's not about what he has. Your husband has to be your friend. You need to build this. Most of the marriage now, people want to set up, but why? Because it's eros, yes. And the problem is with time, we are not so young as before, isn't it? We're not as beautiful as before. So if eros is based on outside, and there is always new generation. Hallelujah! Always new generation. I remember when they said, oh, you man, you're like this, you don't have muscle, you don't have six-pack. You had it when you were younger. That was more difficult. Hallelujah! So you need to accept me with the big belly now, things change. But inside it's still me. It's still me. You know, I struggled to get married. I really struggled to get married. When I got married, before I got married, I used to say, me, I'm going to stay just single. Why? Because when I used to see my pastor with his wife kissing, I was disgusted. Hey, how old people can kiss? Instead of being attracted, I was just, because for me, women, it was about the physique. And one day the pastor said, the more we grow older, the more I love my wife. I found her more beautiful. I said, oh. He said, these men know things that I don't know. And I said to God, help me to love women beyond the physique. To start to love, because with age, inside we are more beautiful, isn't it? Because you become one, but the physical aspect will go. But if you love the person inside, no matter what is happening outside, you're going to ask for the person. There's a movie, they play a movie, and they build like a machine to change the people inside. It's like me here and doctor, we go to that machine. Me, I entered in doctor, and doctor entered in me. Okay? So, what will happen? Mama Mireille loves doctor for certain things he does. He said, she's going to say, it's not you. But it's the same thing. He said, no. My man is not like this. But outside he said, no. There's something different about this personality. My wife also said the same thing. Because of what? With time, she learned to love who is inside, not what is outside. But what is bizarre here, some of us, we're going to confuse Jesus with the devil. Jesus said, my sheep, they know my voice and they follow me. They will never follow a stranger. But you can follow a stranger because you are not used to your Jesus. You don't know the way he behaves, how he laughs, how he intimacy. Hallelujah. It's gross. It's gross. The beginning of the marriage, the more you grow, your love becomes mature. There's a name for that love, actually, in Greek. I'm going to give you some Greek again. You're not going to Greek, so my pastor used to say, just say in the original language, because the way you pronounce it, you kill it. It's okay. And God is good. I say I've learned to love women in a different way, not just about the physique. I see beauty in the women in a certain, I can write about women. The beauty, the strength, because I've learned to look from inside out. That lasts more than outside in. Hallelujah. What is outside is just a bonus. And I enjoy my bonus actually. Thank you God for my wife. Okay, let me continue. Because in the marriage, Eros also is part of it. You couldn't just be brother and sister, no? So don't take me wrong. If there is no sexual attraction, you are not made to be married. Oh, it's my friend. You don't marry just your friend. You need to awake you. Hallelujah. So I need the balance. So there's another love. The love is the storge. Storge is the love in the family. And some people, they link it with philia, okay? Philia, okay? It's the love that we have in the family. Let me just move. Ladies, I'm in Greek here, so excuse me. Ladies is the love that kids who play the game Dad and Mom when you was young, a baby, a kid. Are you repenting now? So, I've played it. So, normally that game, what is good about that game, there is nothing serious that is done. Okay? Because people are innocent, they are playing. But when that love stops, when the innocence is gone, then it's dangerous. And what is dangerous is one of you lost already his innocence. You are playing, he's doing something else. That's why that game is dangerous. Don't allow your kid to play it, because maybe the other boy used to watch bad thing in her house. So he's already lost his innocence. It's like Eve with Adam. Eve already lost the innocence and she played with Adam. Are you with me? Eve. So there's another love called maniac, you know, and those people. Another one is obsessive, crazy. You know, I don't know if you've ever been loved by somebody crazy. My wife was loved by somebody who was crazy. I need to come to fight for her. That man was crazy about my wife. And I came there, I stood. Who was affected by that? Who knows that? You never had that kind of love. Somebody's crazy about you. Me, I had one girl in my life. I was praying for her one day. When I was praying for her, me, I was closing my eyes. That's why I don't close that much. She was kneeling, but watching me. I was praying. When I opened my eyes, she was just there. She was gone. She was crazy. I was fiancé already with my wife. She was coming. She's touching off. It's me. Those kind of people can kill. That's money. But thank you, Lord. There is the pragma love. That pragma love unto is what marriage, people who are married for long, there's that love, like love, pragma. It's when you spend 40 years together and you become more close. You know those? You know, most of the time with years, love dies. In some couples, they're just together. But some people, you see, they are together. The more they get old, yeah, it's like they are attached. You know, the more you get old, the arrow is not that much. And you know, there are many things which are not there. But something much stronger bound you. Hallelujah. Because things happen with age. Your marriage cannot just be based on certain things. You need to build something stronger than that. That's why you see when people get certain age, if one of them dies, the other one doesn't stay for long. What is missing is the person. Hallelujah. I pray that you may get to another level of love. And another love in Greek is philautia. So it's the love that you have for yourself. Because you cannot love people if you don't love yourself. You know, you need to love yourself. Huh? If there is nobody to love you, love yourself. Your friend, you won't be with them everywhere. Your wife or your husband, you won't be with the person everywhere. But the person that you're going to be with everywhere you go is yourself. So you better love yourself. Some people, they don't watch themselves in the mirror. Appreciate everything about you. Take time. Not just women, even men. Take time. Love yourself. Love yourself. Because some people, they expect somebody to appear in their life and to give them a good esteem of themselves. No. Don't wait for somebody. Be happy yourself. Some people are not happy as single. They think marriage will make them happy. No way. You bring who you are in your marriage. If you are a happy person, you bring happiness in the marriage. If you are a lonely, you bring peace with you. And the last one, the highest level, is agape. That's unconditional love. Sacrificial love. It's not about you. It's about giving. And what I found out is every time God speaks, all the verses that I speak about love, every time God asks the people to love Him, He doesn't ask phileo. Say, I'm not your brother. Oh, Jesus is my brother. Don't love me. Don't love me like your brother. Love me in agapao way. Agapao love is the love of God. The love that God had when He sent Jesus to die on the cross. He sacrificed His child. That the love that we make, when you serve God as a missionary, God sent you, you sacrifice a lot about your family, but the love for agapao. God, I agapao you. I agapao God. This is not phileo you. I agapao you. I'm sacrificed. There is no condition. It's not God, if you don't give me this, I won't serve. No. God, I agapao you. There is no condition in my love. Hallelujah. When you have a friend, your friend doesn't visit you, and certain point you stop visiting him. Isn't it? Because it's phileo. You need to do something about it. But agapao is, I don't expect you to do anything. I will do it anyway. That's what, the people of, the friend of Daniel did. They said, if you don't want to worship the statue, we're going to set you in the fire. He said, my God is able to set me free. But in case He doesn't do it, we will not worship another God. Our relationship with God, there is no condition. I agapao you, Lord. I agapao you, Lord. Jesus, when He rose from the dead, He came to Peter. In the book of John 21:17, He asked him, Peter, do you love me? When you go in Greek, you will sing to Peter, do you agapao me? Because Peter denied Jesus. He denied Jesus. He was scared when the sacrifice has to be, made, he ran away, he betrayed. And then Jesus came and said, do you agapao me? Peter looked at Jesus. When you read it in English, it's, do you love me? God, you know I love you. Don't preach in English, you are wrong. What's happening in Greek? He said, Peter, do you agapao me? He said, yeah, yes, I phileo you. I love you like a friend, but I don't love you, I don't agapao you. There is condition here. He repeated it twice. He said, Peter, do you agapao me? Peter said, no, no, no. Me, I'm not in that level. Me, I just phileo you. Because even the love that we have for our brother, we forsake it for our wife and our husband, isn't it? Where's your mother? Did she eat today? You don't know. But you make sure that your kids and your family, they are eating. So who cares about your mom now? It's not that you don't love her, but you know, it's phileo. It's not agapao. He said, God, I phileo. And then the third time, now Jesus changed. He said, do you phileo? He said, yes, I phileo. And he said, no, what I expect for the church is to agapao me. To be to another level. I don't want you to feel, even if you call Jesus your brother, even if you call Jesus your friend, never forget that as a God, he asks people to agapao him. That's why in the book of John 14:15 say, those who love me, they keep my commands. Hallelujah. You cannot say that you love Jesus and you don't keep his command. The relationship with Jesus is not just, I love you, sweetie baby. No, no, no. It's about keeping the commands. Keeping the commands. Then when you show to Jesus that you love him, you keep what he said. When he writes a letter to you, he asks you to do things, you do it. He's like, I love you. Some people, when they pray, they say, I love you. Oh, sweetie of my sweetie. Oh, my baby is my baby. No, it's not about how sweet are your words. It's about how you live. Mark 12:29. They call it the Shema. Hear ye, O Israel. The Lord our God is one. And you must love the Lord. You must agapao the Lord. With all your heart. All your heart. You don't mix people in your heart. God said, I want to have everything. God is jealous. If you love somebody or something more than him, he doesn't enjoy it. Because he said, I know your heart. You know you can serve God if your heart is not there. You can just have your mouth here singing, but your heart is crying because you don't have food today. No. You say, when you are singing, take your heart, say, love God, love God, love God, love God. With all your heart. Love him more than anything, more than your study, more than your family, more than... That's why he said, if you don't hate your brother, your sister, if you don't hate your kids for my sake, you are not worthy to follow me. When you say hate is preferred, it means the love for God is to be on top, and sometimes you sacrifice those who deserve the phileo for the agapao. If not, you won't be able to follow him everywhere. And the first person to put on the altar is not your friend, it's not your brother or sister, it's yourself. Don't love yourself more than God. Some of people here, they are so beautiful that they don't want to fast. You know those people? It's so beautiful. Say, hey, I'm going to lose some weight. So what? You love your body more than God. When he asks you to lose some beauty, you lose it. Hallelujah. That first person you sacrifice is yourself. If you're not able to sacrifice yourself, you won't be able to sacrifice other things that God will ask because you love him. With all your heart. He said, with all your soul is your life. With all your mind. You know, sometimes when we preach, you know, there are people who are on Facebook right now. Not in this church. Let me separate. What's happened? We are here physically, but our mind is somewhere else. You know, if you can spend 24 hours praying, if your mind is not there, you won't receive anything. The devil is playing us with phones. Check this. In the family, what's happened? Today, people don't spend time together. Physically, they are together, but you see, dad has his phone, mom has his phone, the daughter is internet and laptop, the other one has tablets. So we are together, but we are not together. We don't build our relationship, but we are in the virtual world. That's what's happened. People are in God's presence, but instead of building the relationship with God, they are connected with another world. That's why they don't grow. Hallelujah. Some people, they say, don't have your Bible in your phone because it's distracting you. Because when you finish the Bible, then you see Facebook equal, and then you go there. So the paper book is good if you don't have discipline. Hallelujah. If you don't have discipline. Why? Because you are distracted. The devil can allow you to be in the church, in the presence of God, if he can control your mind. He says he's going to control your life. Nothing will happen. Then you see, I can be preaching here. I preach. The devil just, when I say, I just say one word. What did I say? Which one? What? Gangrene. It's just gangrene. I say, hey, his part, his English is broken. And then all the messages I'm preaching don't listen to anything. The devil said, let me control your mind on gangrene. Hey, are you with me? Yes, or somebody. That's why you see, as a pastor, we do our best to not wear too many things because I can distract you. Okay? If my shoes maybe is open, the devil will just show you my shoes. As soon as you see it, you don't care about the message. When it says, hey. And then the devil help you to tell your neighbor, check the shoes. I'm telling you. If the devil can control your mind when you're in God's presence, he's going to stop you from being placed in God's presence. That's why you see, you need to control the mind. Because sometimes you see, you follow and then your mind goes at all. That's why the Bible says, when you come before him, lay down all your worries. If you don't know how to lay them down, what's happened? You are praying, but your worries at the same time. God cannot do anything. Love him with all your minds. I love you, God. I love you. I love you. I love you. With all your strength. You know, as we are growing up, we are not having the same strength. I can feel it, you know, I have to get 24 hours. I'm forcing myself to preach. I'm telling you. Because the body is not training anymore. Take time to recover. Hallelujah. But I like the best year of my life I gave it to. You know, I got saved, I was 17. So now I'm 40 something, 40. I will check. My wife will remind me on my birthday. So, but I know that my youth, I burn it from God. I burn it for God. They say that's what Solomon said. Serve God with your youth. Because there'll be a time where you want to do things but you don't have the strength to do it. You know, I used to criticize, we used to criticize my pastor because I never see my pastor attend a night of prayer. Every time we have a night of prayer, midnight he goes home. I say, oh, pastor is not spiritual, no more fire. No, it's no more strength. Because with age, if you don't sleep, you spend the whole night of prayer, take you 1 week to recover. You can be sick. So you need to find another way. There are fasting that you can do now. There's a certain age you won't be able to fast as now. Use your body, use your strength to God. That's why you see the devil attack mostly the youth. Why? They are strong. You want to use their energy for the bad things. Because there are even some wisdom which comes with age. Hallelujah. The second is you must love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. When the Bible says, husband, love your wife, it's agapao your wife. Hey, my God, sacrificial. But sometimes as men, we do it without even thinking, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. We apply it just, without thinking. Sacrificial love. Yes. We are out. Mama doesn't say, you saw me, agapao. Amen. You are out, you spend all your energy so that you can be food at home. And even, you know, sometimes you don't even buy stuff for yourself. First, your kid has to have things, then your wife, because to know a man, you don't check the man, you need to check the wife and the kids. Some men here, when they will see them, wow, see a man. But when you check the wife and the kids, say, hey, it's not a man, it's a boy. Because boys love themselves. Men start by loving the wife, the kids, and then if there is something left over, the man is dead. Hallelujah. It's not for the man to dress very nice. First the wife, the kids, and you after if there is anything. Hallelujah. That's a man. A true man is like that. You see what is giving to his family. The sacrifice. Agapao. Hallelujah. You see some men, they love themselves a lot. You know there are men like that. They love when they are paid, they just buy new stuff. And then what is left over for the kids? It's not the man, it's a boy in the body of a man. Hallelujah. Sacrifice for others. So, in the book of 1 Corinthians 15, the Bible speaks about the agapao. The Bible describes the agapao love. I'm going to take just some few things to help us to understand. Let me start by 4. If I love is patience, is kind. Check this out. Love, patience, kindness. It's easy English, huh? He will not want to be like other people so much I get angry with them. Envy. You know the symbol envy. Now, if you envy somebody, it's when you don't love the person. You don't envy when you love. You don't love. Somebody else is married. You don't envy other. You enjoy. They are married. Your day will come. You don't envy. Can I have an amen for that? Amen. Because you love. I will not tell people how good I am. You don't have pride. You know, I am. No. If somebody who love, you are not proud. You don't have pride. You love. Love changes the character of somebody. Hallelujah. You see, love will not think that I'm better than other people. Love is always polite. Love think about what other people want. Love doesn't think only about ourselves. Love does not get angry quickly. If you love, you are patient. You don't get angry quickly. Because you love, you are patient. Check out God is patient with us. If God was, to be angry every time, we take all of us here. You are patient. Why? I love. And as a parent, you have to be patient to your kids. Yeah. Take time. Hallelujah. You love. And the Bible continues and says, love will not always be remembering the wrong thing that other people have done to you. You cannot just remember. You remember in 2019, you did this to me. No, you need to forget, the pain that people did to you. Forget and forget, forgive and forget. Just keep it. Don't keep it. If you're not able to forgive, you're going to destroy your relationship, isn't it? You forgive. Why? You love. In 2019, I told you the story. You remember that story? When one day just, a man was his husband and the woman started to cry. You say, sweetie, what's wrong? Do you have any pain? I said, no. You don't remember today. It's the 15th of December, of November. I said, what's happened? Your dad died that day? No. It's the 4th birthday. It's the 4th anniversary of the day you cheat on me. Say, careful with women. They have the memory of elephant. They were 20 years back. That's why you say, men, when you are angry, never open your mouth. You won't forget. The woman, hey, Jesus. 5th anniversary. Hey, I thought you forgave me. Yes, but I didn't forget. Hallelujah. Love forgets. You forgive and forget. Love is not happy about bad things, but instead it be happy about things which are right. Love will never, somebody who love will never stop it. His English version is, if I really love people, I will never stop loving them. It will not matter what happened, whatever thing may happen, I will still continue to love. If I love them during all things, I will still continue to believe. When you love somebody, you give him a second chance. Okay? So, when God speaks to Ephesians, he said, what I have against you if you have lost your first love? Love is manifest. When you love somebody, what happened? You're going to speak about the person, isn't it? When you love somebody, you speak about the person. When you love Christ, you're going to speak about, you're going to preach the gospel wherever you go. Why you love him? One of the things you show that you don't love Jesus is before you don't speak anymore about him. One of the signs that your husband or your wife stop loving you, no. Speak less and less about you. You remember when you were loved first time, you're with your friends. You know, papi, you speak about it because it's full. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. But when you don't love, it's not there anymore. How you don't speak about Christ? You say, you don't love me as before. Somebody has to force you to preach. You are ashamed of him, that you don't talk about him. Why? You don't love him as before. When you love, sacrifice, it's natural. You don't even call it sacrifice. You call it love. But it's so painful to serve God. When you love, hallelujah, you give. You give. In the church, I can preach about everything. If I start to preach about giving, the face of people change. Why? Their love is not in the pockets. If you are fiancé, he doesn't give you, be careful. Don't think that because you're going to be married, he's going to start to give you. Hallelujah. It's your birthday, you forget. He doesn't give you anything. Careful. Because when you love, you give. Hallelujah. I say when you love, you give. I say to men and women, why women think that they are the one that they are supposed to receive on? Give him also because you say you love him. Hallelujah. Is there any man who expect giving from the partner? Hallelujah. Give. What is the last time you gave to him? It's not an ATM. Hallelujah. It's not an ATM. Women, they made the husband to be ATM. So when your wife opened the mouth, you are just saying, you know what, I need this. No, nobody wants to be treated as an ATM. I'm a person. Even God in his glory ask for love. And how much more an husband? Even God doesn't want to be an ATM. He said, love me, agapao, unconditional. But you, when your husband give, you love. When he doesn't give, it's go down. It's not agapao, it's something else. When he has money, you love. When he doesn't have money, you go down. When you love, you serve. You know, among the expression of love that a husband wants, it's not just sweetie, baby, sweet. No. It's the way you serve him that show your love. Sometimes without speaking, but you serve him as a priest, as a king. That's love. That's what the Bible says, wife, be submitted to your husband. Why? That is an expression of love, to be submitted. How do you serve him? How do you serve God? Because you say you love him. I remember, you know, as we grew up, when our dad would come, our dad used to like butter till here. So I don't know if in his life he was a couple, I don't know. So when daddy would come back, he just put the feet on something that yet we not find the word. So, and then we ran to him. You know, my brother, all of us was going to open the boots and remove it. It was a pleasure to serve daddy. A pleasure to serve him. But imagine, the problem is when you come in South Africa, the spirit of South Africa is the spirit of Ephesus. Service becomes difficult for women because there's a spirit when women want to be equal. So your husband come back home with his dirty suits. Can you imagine just you come back? No, you stop everything because the king is back. And you come, you remove his suit, jacket, you remove it. Sit a little bit here, you remove his boots. He won't say no, so you just smile. Because nobody refuses the service from somebody who loves you. There is no exaggeration. There is no exaggeration. But how do you serve a husband? You see that when the husband comes back home, there is no news. Hey, he's there, he's there. What's there? He's there. You just go into the other things and then there is no news. Normally when he comes back, everything has to stop. The man is back. Because it's, hey, this is love. Why? You express submission and service. The food, how's the food? Hot? Cold? Is it eat well? Because you love, you serve. So tell me, if you check the way you serve God, Can you feel the love? What is the level of your love toward God? Somebody has to force you to do something. They need to force you to serve God. They need to push you. They need to threaten you. You love. When you love, you spend time together. You read the letter. You know, one of the signs that somebody starts to love Christ is you don't enjoy reading the Bible. It's so boring. Even if when I'm preaching, you start to check your time. So, when is when I stop? You don't enjoy it anymore. You prefer to listen to preaching. You prefer to listen to American Idol, American Got Talent. But when you start to listen to the Word of God, you are so bored because what? The voice of God is so boring. You are like Eve and Adam. One day God came to spend time with them. Hallelujah. He came to spend time with them. He came to spend time with them. And he said, Adam, where are you? He said, I heard your voice and I heard your voice. Ah, since when you are afraid of my voice? It's like, you know, you can be with friends, you are talking, and then God called you. He said, when you read the book of Jeremiah 2, he said, I remember the time where you were young. You were able to follow me in the wilderness. What's happened to you? You need to take care of it. You need to be passionate, no matter how long it takes. The passion is to be there. God said, after 40 years, Ephesian church, don't love me as before. It's here. But in the heart, there is nothing. There is nothing. God look at you and say, you change. You change. You know, when you are married with somebody, if the person tells you to change, it's going to hurt you, huh? Because when it's just one word, but you say, you're not you anymore. What's happened to you? That's what God is telling you. He said, but you change. What's happened to you? He said, is there anybody in your life? Did you listen to the devil? What's happened? What are you doing? You're changing. And you know, when you're a Christian, people around you, when you start to backslide, you say, their things are changing. What's happening with you? What's happening? People will scream, shout. But what is happening? But before people to notice it, Jesus speaks to your heart. He said, somebody is stealing your love toward me. Stealing. Change. Change. And he said, remember how much you once loved me. Repent. Repent. He said, remember from what state you were fallen and repent. You know it. I used to love it. I was crazy for God. Normally, the best of our life is supposed to be the better. Yesterday is to be lower than now. See, when I think about my love for God yesterday and now is to be higher. When I think about my love for God tomorrow, it's to be higher than now. But if in your life, the time that you used to love God is in the past, and now it's not the same, it's mean your love is growing cold. And God is missing who you were in the beginning. You're crazy for God. Repent. Be sorry. And do the deeds you did at the first. Before you were crazy to serve. Now, for any reason, you stop serving you. Why? You don't love this before. I don't want to serve them. People don't love me. You come here for the love of God or the love of people? I don't like that. No. There are things that you accept as a reason now because your love has grown cold. As long as you are passionate, you won't give reason. You'll be just in love and serving Him. I can give to you now because you don't love. When you love, you don't count. You just give. You don't count. You say, you change. You change. You know, as I was preparing this message, you know, during the night, you know, I started to see my life, and I was measuring, God, in which area I don't grow anymore. And I start, you know, there are things for which I say, God, I want to keep on growing in everything. My passion for you is to be growing and growing. God, forgive me the place I fall short. God, renew me. I need to be passionate about you, no matter the time, no matter what's happened. God, forgive me. And then He said, if you don't repent, I will come to you and I will take away your lampstand from its place. I want to explain this. When the Bible speaks about the lampstand in this place, the image of the lampstand in the church is the presence of God at a certain level in the church. Another version says, I'm going to remove the lampstand from his rank. Remember in the book in Israel, the glory of God used to come in the most holy place. And when you read in the book of Ezekiel 10, the glory was departing. So from the most holy place, it went to the other part, and then the outer parts, and then it went out. So it means when the presence of God brings favor, protection, fulfillment of his promise, if the ranks start to go low and low, those things, they won't be happening as usual. Let me give you an example. The church, the Israel in the time of Eli, the priests used to live in sin, sleeping with women in the church, in the temple, playing with God, man. And then God spoke to Eli, but he didn't rebuke his kid. He spoke to them with tolerance. You know, guys, stop doing this. And God sent his son there to rebuke. He said, you are tolerating evil among your kids. God rejects him and his child. So, but the priests used to live in sin, serving God. Sin, serving God. They didn't know that the presence of God was starting to be retracted, but they didn't know. So one day, Israel was in the battlefield, in the book of Samuel 4. They went there and they lost the battle. So, they said, maybe because God is not with us. And they went to take the ark. When they brought the ark, people started to scream, God is there, God is there. They didn't know that the form of God was there, but his presence wasn't with them anymore. Because of what? They were hurting him. It departed from them, they didn't know it. And when they came with the ark, they beat them and they took the ark. An ark without glory is nothing. You can have the name of Christian. If there is no glory on you, the devil will come and touch you. There are things you go to resist. They are saying, you used to pray for certain disease, they are healed. Sweet. They don't start to resist you. People don't notice it, but you say, hey, something is starting to go here. You used to notice it, hey, something is starting to go here. You used to cast out demon easily. Now it's dead. What is wrong? Something is gone. You used to do business. There are openness that you have. Now it's more difficult. Careful. Maybe the lampstand start to fall from his rank. God said, repent. Samson had the same problem. He had the power, the anointing, playing with sin. They cut his head. He thought that God was with him. And when they came, the Philistines came, they arrested him. I don't want anybody in this place to be like Samson, to lose their lives because you are playing with sin. Gathering has to be stopped. If not, you're going to lose many. He said, if you don't repent, I'm going to remove the lampstand from his place. You know, in the ministry, when the lampstand is growing to his place, the favor of God, you have breakthrough, expansion, even financially. But if God starts to be against you, you're going to see the favor start to go low, low, low. The key is your heart. Repent. You don't see, but it starts spiritually. If you lose it, physically, you'll be losing it. Let me finish. Be correct. The one who has ear had better hear what the Spirit said to the church. To the one who conquered, I will permit him to eat from the tree of life that is in the paradise of God. Today I want you to hear the letter. I read the letter for you. It was a long letter. But God speaks about. He opened his heart to you. He knows what you are doing. He knows. But there is something that is complaining about. You don't love him as before. Your love has gone cold. People don't see it, but you know. And he said, repent. If not, I'm going to remove the lamp from his place. Can you bow our heads?